Hey guys, for all you old builders out there, I'm gonna do a quick video. This is a John Deere buck. They made it a couple of years. I think they made like a 500 and a 650. It's discontinued. You cannot get parts for it anymore. This guy brought this in and this thing smoked like a train. He was convinced it was a carburetor, and I'm not sure if he tried to convince John Deere it was too. They tried to adjust the carburetor. Did not fix the problem, as that was not the problem. Still smoked. So not sure how he got my name, but I'm a redneck and literally think I can fix everything, and got myself into a hornet's nest here. Didn't know it was discontinued. So when I tore the four-wheeler apart, we ended up finding out that basically it had 90 pounds of compression. I did a compression test on it about 3 times. The piston was actually, didn't look bad, but maybe somebody had put some piston rings on there, because they literally almost had a 1/4 inch gap, and that's what was happening. We were burning 2-stroke oil, or excuse me, 4-stroke oil, whatever those things are, Bombardier. So anyway, we couldn't find piston kit. It was discontinued too, and I wasn't quite 100% sure on the measurements. I knew the diameter and stuff, but as far as called Wiseco, and couldn't find anything there. So I decided to try and see if I could just get some piston rings. And literally this is after a month of not wanting to order parts because I don't want to waste money. I ended up coming across this website here, Haston Piston Rings, and believe it or not, they are in Michigan, in America. They have a 1-800 number you can actually call and real people answer. It was very nice. So what they did is I called them and I was like, hey, I got a good piston, you know, what can we do? And they're like, well, do you know your old piston rings, the way they're scraper? And of course I had the old ones. Hopefully they're OEM. But as we did this, they had me measure the depth of the groove in the piston. They had me measure the width of the groove. They had me measure the OD of the piston, and then they had me measure the ID of the cylinder. So since we did that, they were able to actually figure out which one of these particular rings I needed. And literally they've got over 1 million applications. So any kind of scraper, they got all the different kinds of oil rings, and just, let's see if I can just click on some, and they'll tell you all about it here. They're very, very helpful. So when I actually got this, I ended up getting literally this, like my top ring, my middle ring, and then this would have been part of the oil ring. It had the 2 scrapers on it. So literally I got the 2 edges of my oil ring, and then the spring inside, and then my top ring and my middle ring. And after we were all done with this thing, she no longer smoked. The pipe will burn off the oil that was in there, and I informed him of that. But if you guys have a good piston ring, it doesn't matter if it's an Indian, Harley Davidson, vintage car, all that stuff, and you're having a hard time, don't give up. These people actually may be able to help you. 2.5 million vehicle applications. It's Haston pistonrings.com. They've got catalogs here, so you can go and figure out what you need. As long as you got a micrometer or a caliper and all that, you'll be good. So anyway, we got this up. It had 120 psi, and he was very, very happy with it. So piston was still good, and of course that matters a lot. But anyway, y'all have a good day. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, and I'll make some other stuff.